Hello, everyone. I know that everything's a bit delayed, but I'm. I know that people also watch these things afterwards, so just want to start off by saying hello to those who are watching later. Um, we're now live. People are starting to come in. Welcome, everyone. This is going to be a live auction. We do have some very rare and some really cool stuff, so please stay tuned. Um, we're going to let some people filter in. Feel free to say hello. Hello, Carl. Um, uh, if during the thing, if you've got any questions about the books or anything, let me know. I'll try and answer if we can. Jenna is here. She's downstairs getting very late food, which I will not likely be able to eat. Any help in sharing this stream is always appreciated. But this will be some really cool stuff. As you can see, Jenna's in the background trying to hide.
Yep, I'm sure.
Oh, or are you just going the wrong direction? So yeah, we do have some really cool stuff. We have several. We found some error books that we'll be doing later. We have some APs. We've got sold out or very rare books. And this is a very simple, easy to do thing. We'll collect money via Square after the live sale. All you got to do is make sure we have your email address. If you're a repeat person, we've got it. If not, just email at whitewidowcomic@gmail. I will post that again throughout. In order to bid, it's super easy. First person who appears on my screen, because we are simulcasting to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook on several channels in Facebook. So there can be a bit of a delay. So don't try and snipe when we're doing countdowns and wait till the last second type of thing, because you might miss out. We've had numerous times where someone bid way higher, but it was too late, and we honor the countdown. So, like I said, ask any questions. I'm going to just start here just to get the ball rolling on something that's kind of we're going to have a bunch of CGCs, like I said, a bunch of high dollar stuff mixed with a bunch of lower stuff. This is a great way if you missed out on stuff to get some stuff. So, for instance, in honor of Valentine's Day, which was earlier this week, we do have the Valentine's from last year. This is from last year of Jamie's. We have a few that we got. This is the metallic ink and the normal, I guess, I don't know what you'd call it, the non-metallic ink. This is as a set. We have just one of these, Jenna, or two? We have two, right?
We have two.
All right, so the way it works whenever we have multiple, so like in this case, two, you can say 2 times, or you can say 1 time. Well, you don't. If you just bid, you're bidding on 1. If you want to match what that person does, you're getting the second one. Or if you want to come over the top, you do 2 times. That is issue number. What is issue number? This is White Widow number 5. So that's the first appearance of I Make Boys Cry. So, because this came out last year for Valentine's Day. So once again, we're going to just start this at 20 to make it very easy. Starting bid 20. If you want 2, you would say 20x2. Or if you say just 20, the first one who wants can get that. I believe these were available in the store. I don't know if he's sold out, but we only got a couple copies. Again, so we've got Jason and Steve are the first two for 20. So if someone wants to come over the top, feel free. You can also say, and then someone will have to match that for the second one. Or again, if you want two sets, and this is the price of the set. So current bid is 25. So Steve or Jason or anyone else can say 25. Can say 25 and match. So Steve just came in at 25. So we got Steve and Don for 25. So now you need to come over the top if you want for more than 25 for the set. Again, I think that now the metallic inks I think were 30 or 40 bucks alone. This is for a set. The trades, I think he does 25 on his. So right now it's like buying the trade and getting the metallic ink for free, which is fine if that's what it ends up being. And again, I think these are typically sold out. Again, I appreciate it if you guys can share the live stream while you're waiting. If this is something you're not into, if you could share on groups and stuff. Hold on. Jenna, go get. I said this. Okay. All right. Joaquin, not necessarily, Joaquin. We have some stuff on here tonight you probably don't have. All right, let's start the countdown at 60 seconds, starting now. Current bid is 25. So if anyone wants more than 25, again, there are two of these. Joaquin, I can guarantee you there's some things tonight you do not have. So we do have some one-of-a-kind things. Did you get it? Huh? Oh. All right. We got 15 seconds. Don, I think we do have some original artwork coming tonight. So we'll let you know as that comes up. I think we've got some of that. I have to check with Jenna what she brought. So yeah, we've got a bunch of cool stuff. Again, I appreciate it. All right. Wherever my okay, all right, just take it all down. Sorry, food's here. All right, so Don and Steve got that. Sorry for a little bit of the disorganized right there. So we got Don. And again, let me put, go ahead, Don. I think, Steve, we have you, but just in case, send to whitewidowcomic@gmail.com and just say howdy. And we'll go from there. All right. And I'll that's all we need is your email address. That's it. Everything else is handled by Square. Okay. Next up, again, I'm just trying to ease into this stuff a little bit. We've got much better, more rare stuff, but I don't think I've sold one of these yet. This is a CGC 9.8 signed by Jenna, myself, and Jamie. It's the I Make Boys Cry preview issue #1, New York Comic Con. Fun fact, I believe it's one of the only ones, well, it is the only one, I believe, that was not allowed to have the New York Comic Con logo on it. Because they for what?
You didn't have the drinks. You didn't give me the drinks.
What?
You didn't give me the drinks.
Oh. All right.
All that trouble.
Sorry. You gotta love it when you order something. But we'll just anyway. So this is the New York Comic Con. It's the first appearance. It's also the first cover featuring Cazadora, even though she doesn't appear until issue 2. What? No, my phone's right there. So all right. We ordered on DoorDash and only ordered 2 drinks and a meal. And out of the 3 things, he only brought the meal. And even after requiring ID, didn't leave the drinks. Go figure. All right. So start bid on this. I'm just going to start it at 80 low. Again, this is all first appearances, first everything. New York Comic Con, triple sign 9.8 CGC. These normally go minimum for a double signed 150. So anyone want to again, starting bid just started at 80. Did you put some? Go ahead. All right, we got Steve coming in at 80. Again, this is the first. It's a funny little. This is my cover, by the way. I'm the artist on this one. I was amazed. I even covered more of the chest, and they and submitted it, and they didn't approve. So I took that patch back off. I'm like, well, if they're not going to approve putting the logo on, then might as well keep it being super sexy. There is a joke, and a lot of people. 85 is the current bid, top bid. There is a joke a lot of people don't notice, but if you look closely at the grouping on the gun range, she shot all the grouping in the guy's crotch. So I figured that would be a good way to make boys cry. Uh, 90 from Steve. Adam came back over with 100. Alan came in at 110. Good to see you, Alan. Tony asked, "Are I Make Boys Cry popular?" Yes, it actually sells almost the same as White Widow. It is a direct spin-off of White Widow. 110 is the current top bid. And again, this is triple sign 9.8 yellow label. All right, I'm going to start here in just a few seconds, a countdown. Again, current top bid is 110. Adam just came in at 120. I'm going to start the countdown here in just a few seconds since he came over the top. All right, 60 seconds. Yes, we're about to launch issue 3. We had some delays. Our printer had some delays with COVID. We got 45 seconds, by the way. Oh, there goes Alan. 1:30. So I'm going to put another 60 seconds starting now. But yeah, we were churning along. We were trying to take it actually to a monthly. Adam came in at 1:35. And we were going to do alternating Kickstarters. And unfortunately, the printer got COVID, and then they got overwhelmed, and they got behind, and then it was one thing after another. And so we had to pull back and everything, resources, and we're going to be not launching, but redoing our complete schedule and everything. So 1:35 is the top. Got another 30 seconds. And again, this is the New York Comic Con I Make Boys Cry #1 preview edition. So first everything. Got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that goes to Adam for 135. As I was saying, stick around, everyone, because we have some APs, some one-of-a-kinds, some rare, error issues, etc. But all kinds of really cool stuff. I'll pull one of those out here in just a second. Okay. Here we go. Let me see. All right. How about an error cover? This, now, we've talked about error covers before. There are two types of common error covers. One is with logo or something typically on the cover, and then there's interior. The ones on the covers tend to do crazy prices. This is one such book. So here is this. If you notice, what happened here is, for some reason, the foil itself didn't print. I'm going to take it out of the bag. So normally I think it's an orange foil, holographic foil. This is the only one that it did not print. It's the first cover featuring a character called Recluse. These tend to go really, really high. This is a one-of-a-kind book, and CGC recognizes it and stuff. We can work and submit this to CGC through a proxy. So if you're interested, I'd say let's easily start this at 100 for this one-of-a-kind. It's issue 4, White Widow. first Recluse cover. That happens to be mine. Jenna and I can both sign it and get it sent to CGC. We don't charge any extra for the signature. We don't charge anything for the CGC. CGC is handled by an outside person. They do that. They handle that. We have a meeting set up for that next week. Anyone want the error cover? Again, this is a one of a kind logo error. I'll be honest with you, I do not know. I know that. So we turned in some stuff that we just got from over a year ago. I have seen other people get stuff in 3 months. Depends on, I guess, who the broker is. So is anyone coming in on this at 100? I can take this down to I mean, I'm a little shocked. I've seen a logo error comic personally go for $750 because I sold it. That was CGC, and that had to even be re-CGC because they screwed up and gave it a green label, but the person did take and get it redone as a yellow label. And the green label was because they were stupid, but still, even with the extra hassle. Let's start the bid at 75. Anyone for 75? If not, I'll just move on. Give it just another minute. All right. Adam came in at 80. Okay, Adam. Adam is in at 80. Alan came in just at 75 just a minute ago. Or just after Adam. And again, like I said, we don't charge for CGC. We will connect you with, if you're interested, we'll connect you with someone who can facilitate that. Alan came in at 85. Again, this is an error logo cover. First print. There's nothing wrong with the book other than it's an error, which is a coveted thing. We rarely get error logos. We had one last week, or not last week, 2 weeks ago. Last time we had it, I think. How much did that go for? I have to open that. Adam's at 90. Do we have anyone coming in at 95 or higher? By the way, anyone who has stuff, I believe everything has shipped out from all the previous ones now, right? Well, except for there are a couple people who haven't paid still.
Philip Burns is getting wrapped up tomorrow.
You don't have to say names.
Sorry, there's also one other one that needs to get wrapped up, but yeah, most of them went out.
Yeah. All right, we're going to start the countdown here in just a second. 60 seconds. We got at 90. We got 50 seconds left. I'll do next. I want to do one of the big kind of fun, rare CGCs next. To just, again, I'm going to try and mix this stuff up. We've got 15 seconds left. Starting now, 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, there goes Alan at 95. Adam came back over at 100. Do 60 seconds starting now. "45 seconds. "30 seconds. "20 seconds. "10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just a second too late, Alan. Sorry. Sorry about that, buddy. We've got more cool stuff here. So, Adam, make sure you email me your email at whitewidowcomic@gmail.com if you haven't already, because you've won 2 things. Oh, I know you're not playing games, Alan. It's the lag sucks. Sorry about that. That's why I try and do a minute, but yeah, the lag could suck. I literally even did a restart, so I don't think it's on my side. I just think it has to do with the time the delay difference of StreamYard sending to the different platforms. So just bid really high, and you'll. I don't think that's a nicest. All right, so here's one of the, I was talking about super rare CGCs. Okay, this should give you an idea. This isn't going to be the most rare of the night. I'm got more of that coming, but this is White Widow number 3, signed by Jamie, Jenna, and myself. It's a 9.8 AP number 2 of 5. So this was from a couple of years, 3 years. It's White Widow number 3. It was two years ago, I think it was. Christmas 2 years ago, we did a set, and you could only get these in a folio set, but there were 5 APs because Jenna gets those. So this is from her collection. We only see CGC 2. Yes, AP. AP stands for artist proof. So these are numbered. down here. Number 2 of 5. Jenna just picked the best 2, and she got 9-8 on that one. So that means that there are only.
Yeah, it also says AP on the actual label. As well
Pull
as
it.
the
You're blurry. You're too close. Yeah. Or get it closer, actually, probably. No, it says it on the front too.
Yeah, and it's on the label, so it's been verified by CGC.
There. AP edition. Okay. So that means there are only 5 of these in existence. So I'm just going to start this at 200 because there's no way it can be for less. These usually we've done an AP, and this is, by the way, a metallic ink, which those alone, plus the scarcity and rarity, it was, I think even the original was only 20 or 25 of these. So this is a color Allen Green, right? Paul Green. So many greens. We got Randy Green, Paul Green, but yeah, this is. I think the art on this is the only color we've ever had version of this. So anyone starting bid at 200 for a one of 5 rare. And again, Jenna owned all 5. She sells this, that this will be the only AP out in circulation, to my knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not mine. They're hers. Any takers? I'm a little shocked. Figured this one would go pretty fast. If you're not familiar with him, Paul Green is one of Zenoscope's top guys out there. He's super popular. All right, there we go. Alan's in at 200, which is a steal. Any other takers? No, I'm going to start the countdown here soon. Again, anyone who gets this for 200 or less, it's a absolute bargain. There we go. Dawn, that came in at 210. Like I said, these were, just to remind, the originals, the non-AP. Now, AP, if you want to look it up, AP are always worth far more than whatever other run because they're inherently rare. They're given to artists or one of the creators, or in this instance, it's basically part of Jenna's pay. A big part of her pay, that she always gets at least 5 of the stuff. Well, if we do folios, we have to do APs because we number the folios and we don't want to overdo. So, and she's a bit like a dragon in hoarding and not ever wanting to let go. So it's rare for her to let go any of these APs. Especially this is a beautiful one. So we got, I'm going to start the countdown in just a few seconds. 225 from Alan. So starting the countdown, 60 seconds starting now. $225. Still a very good price. I've seen these APs. We had an Easter metallic one that Jenna did go for $375 just when was that? Just a few weeks ago. Just to give you an idea. And if you try and find APs, you got 30 seconds left. If you try and find APs of these on eBay, you won't. So, got 20 seconds left at $225. Got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Alan, you got it. That is a steal. $225. Okay, here we go. Next up, I'm going to do just kind of a, where's the oh, there they are. I'm going to do, I've got two different sets of these, and I'm going to start with one. So this was, so this is a metal. This is a White Widow number 4. And then this is the trade that matches it. So you get these as a set. It was for a Canadian retailer. So you basically had to, if you got it off eBay, you had to pay a fortune to get them shipped to you. So these are our APs. Again, they're not metals. When we get retailer metals, they are by definition APs. There are only 10 made. The retailer gets 5. We get 5. So there are only 10 of that metal in existence. Jenna gets 1. Jamie gets 1. The store gets 1. I get 1. And the archive keeps 1. So that's how rare these are. They start at 100 usually when we sell any metals. And this does come with the foil trade dress that matches it. So I'm going to start this low at 75. But again, super rare. I don't know what G-Man sold. These have never been sold in our store. You can't get these from us. I believe he sold out a year or more ago of these. All right, we got Dawn came in at 75. The artist, by the way, is Genzo Man. If the art style looks a little familiar, if you play World of Warcraft or Hearthstone or any of the Blizzard games, you've seen his art. He's one of Blizzard's top artists. He does a lot of stuff with us because I've known him since before Blizzard as a company existed. So he's a good friend. He's from South America, an amazing artist, and has huge fan following for obvious reasons. Got Dawn came in at 90. Again, this is for the set. So the metals usually are minimum when we sell them for 100. We don't tell the retailer what to sell them. I've seen retailers sell them for 200, 250, etc. because again, they're super rare. We don't sell on our store ever the retailer editions. And this one in particular, you had to get from Canada. So Philip came in at 100. Don just came in at 110. I do believe he sold the trade dress at 25, if that helps. But again, I don't know if he has or has had any of these in a long time. This was issue 4. It is the first appearance of first full appearance of Blood Widow and Recluse. 110 is the current bid. I'm going to start the countdown 60 seconds. Alan just came in at 125. I can't pronounce Chan Soshiata. Probably butchering your name. This is number 4. So I'm going to give another 60 seconds now. Alan has a bid at 125. This is issue 4 of White Widow, the first appearance of Blood Widow and Recluse. We got 45 seconds, 125. Got 30 seconds. Hey, Hugh. By the way, Hugh, I will be taking. I have a huge box. No pun intended. A huge box for you in my van. I'm going out to drop off over at Acme. I've been just trying to reach Josh has been the problem. So, but I will be dropping off your stuff tomorrow, so I can add anything from tonight in. So chi is it chi or she? She Ata. That's a cool name. But current bid is 130 from Hugh. I'm going to put 60 seconds starting now. Again, these are 80 APs. Got 45 seconds now. 130 is the current bid. Next up, I'm going to pull out another wonky thing. That sounded bad. 30 seconds left. Oh, there goes Alan at 135. All right. Put another 60 seconds now. You just came in at 140. We got another 60 seconds starting now. $45 seconds. 140 is the current top bid. $30 seconds. 15 seconds, 140 top bid. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hugh gets that set. I'm going to switch up. Now, this is not the same, even though it's going to look a little similar. This is the Virgin Naughty variant of the same. It's a metal and the Virgin set. So we'll start this at 75. Where'd the books? Jeff, where'd the books? Where can you go? Did you move them?
Oh, yeah.
So 75 to start with these. Again, it's a metal. Chiata, came in at 100, which is a good tactic because you beat Dawn by seconds. Typically, the Naughty go for more, but it's up to you guys, obviously. That's just how these things work. So current bid is 100. Again, this is an issue 4 G-Man, which is funny because he's also, the art is Genzo Man. 2 G-Man. G-Man, I believe, rebranded himself. Don just came in at 125, rebranded himself with another company. I'm not sure, but he was actually one of the first retailers to do an exclusive as well. And I love this cover. Again, if you're Hearthstone or World of Warcraft, or I forget the space one that they do over at Blizzard. So 130 is the current top bid. If you're a fan of any of that stuff, then you are familiar with Genzo Man. Current bid is 130. I'm going to start doing a countdown here soon. 60 seconds now with Dawn at 140. So I'm just going to keep the countdown going since it literally was right at the 60-second mark. 45 seconds left. Dawn is at 140. I do not know what again, these are AP metals from our personal collection. Hugh just came in at 145, so I'm going to restart the clock at 60 seconds now. Current bid 145. From the Canadian company with a South American artist. By the way, any of these, if you want COAs, certificates of authenticity, they're just $5. It costs nothing for signatures. If you want signatures, we can sign for free. Got 30 seconds left. 145 is the current high bid. Got 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like Hugh got the matching set. Okay, if you want to pull those off. Sure. Okay, now for another. So this one's a little weird. Well, it's a lot weird. Where's the? Oh, where is it? Oh, here we go. So this is. Some of you might not know. Most of you do. If it's got the A in the corner, it is part of the same universe as White Widow. So this is one of the history of our world, the shared universe called Wayward Legends. Now, this book itself is a metallic ink number 3, but that's not why I'm putting it here. What's weird about this is it's a misprint, interior misprint. As you can see, on some of the pages, they miscut on these interior center pages. That makes it an error comic. This was a $10 cover book. It is a metallic ink. Again, it's Genzo Man art, but it is the only one we found that had that error. Correct? You didn't find any others like that, right?
No, there's one other. Oh,
there's one. So she found 2 misprint of this. I guess Jenna's keeping one. Let's just start this at $20. Again, error books go very high. Wayward Legends, for those who aren't familiar, started out as a webcomic. It's literally what launched our entire company. This title. We had 28 issues online on Kickstarter. So we're no, David, we were waiting on you to get here. This is an error. Philip is in for 20. This is an error, interior error book for 20 bucks. Misprint. Alan came in at 25. It's a gorgeous book. It's just, it's weird that that it had this this misprint. Usually it never happens. But hey, that's why they're considered collector's items. Kind of like misprinted stamps, I guess. Circulation on this metallic ink variant is low to begin with. So to get a rare one of a low one, because it is a $10 cover. So 25 is the current top bid. And then we're going to put up one of the CGCs next. We've got 1, 2. We have 10 more CGCs. Jenna, did you have original art today or no? Was there any down there? Yeah. Got 60 seconds on the clock now. Current bid 25 for the Wayward Legends number 3 metallic ink error book. Got 45 seconds. 25 is the current bid. 30 seconds. As popular as White Widow is, just a little history lesson. At one point, I believe 16 million people worldwide had read this book. At the last second, Philip comes in. So we'll restart the clock. 30 is the current top bid. We've got 60 seconds starting now. But yeah, Wayward Legends was the #1 webcomic in the world at one point for a year and a half. I am the writer. So yes, I can sign this. Again, we can CGC facilitate for you. Got 45 seconds left at 30. So if you're interested in that, Jen and I are doing, just be sure and let us know. And we'll connect you with the facilitator next week. We're going out to Crumb's World. 30 seconds, or less than 30 seconds, actually. 20 seconds now. Sorry, 15 seconds. 30 is the 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, there. Alan jumped in at 35. Good timing. 60 seconds now. And again, just to show inside, again, the error, you can easily see. You're not supposed to see that. You can see it even got cut off at the bottom. So what they did is it shifted the plate down. So $35 is the current. We got 20. Let's see. 20 seconds starting now left. Philip jumped in at 50. So 1 minute starting now. I hate doing such long things, but the delay sucks. I'd love if we had something faster. That is one of the nice things with Whatnot, I think. 45 seconds left that it does that, but we are not on Whatnot right now. So we're doing this a bit old school. Got 30 seconds left. $15 seconds left. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that goes to Philip.
This other stuff tomorrow.
Oh, Philip, by the way, your stuff got packed up, so I guess they'll have to. Oh, did they finish packing it? Or?
No, it was cold. We're packing it tomorrow.
Okay.
She missed a day this week, so I'm coming in tomorrow with her.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I can add this to his other stuff, and he can go out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm heading out to drop off for Hugh.
So I got it. I was like, which Philip?
All right. Now this is just going to be one of the lower CG. Well, not lower, but it's not one of the rare CGCs that we have tonight. We've got some more of those, but this is, I think, the only 9.8 we have of Jenna's. This was Jenna's, technically her very first cover she ever did. It was a New York Comic Con exclusive, as you can see down in the corner. I Make Boys Cry #1 preview edition. So it is signed by Jamie, myself, and Jenna. So it's triple signed. We'll start this at 100. So you asked what not? It's a live auction service. It's an app. All right, this is, and by the way, for those who have just joined us, I'll show who Jenna is, hiding back there.
No, just chilling.
So this is her cover, her very first cover, where she did the art. She's been our editor since day one. So yeah. So we have Dawn is in at 100. And again, this is the first I Make Boys Cry in print from New York Comic Con. David jumped in at 110. I don't think we had, did we ever even have any of these? We didn't in our online store either, did we? Not triple, well, none triple signed. This is the only one triple signed. But I don't think we ever even sold the non-triple signed. Don came in at 125. Adams in at 130.
And since it was my first cover, I pulled a few and sent them over to CGC.
Yeah, a lot of this,
I have them.
just so you guys understand, most of the stuff from here is rare because it's actually from Jenna, mostly Jenna or myself, our collection as creators. So current bid is 145. So that's why you get, whenever we do these, they're typically rare. Rare items. Don just came back over for 150. Which, you know, that's why we do these. It's a lot of fun as well. So we got 150. I'm going to start the countdown here soon. Got 60 seconds. Don is the current. And again, like I said, this is Jenna's first published cover. 45 seconds. The colorist, by the way, is Sanju. Did Sanju sign that? Wait, did he sign it?
No.
30 seconds left. Oh, there goes Adam. 160. So we'll do 60 seconds starting now. Why didn't you get Sanju to sign? You forgot, didn't you? Or did we just sign these later?
These were later. I only took 2 to him to sign.
Oh, okay.
For somebody.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So 160 is the current top bid. We got just a little over 30 seconds. 30 seconds now. 160 is top bid. New York Comic Con, I Make Boys Cry, #1 preview. Got 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that goes to Adam. Congrats for 160. All right. Next up. This is just rare because we haven't had any in the store in years. This was one from our very first Kickstarter. It was, for obvious reasons, a very popular cover. Now, I'm going to start the bid where it was. I think these started at 25 on the Kickstarter, the very first Kickstarter back in 2018. So, and they have been sold out, I think, since 2018. That's a metallic ink background, which was a major pain to get right, but they did. So, starting bid 25. This is Jamie Tyndall's metallic ink cover, or not metallic ink, foil actually. So 25 to Stephen. What I'm trying to do, like I said, is mix this up. Well, Alan and then Adam came in quickly with 40. This is missing from a lot of people's collections, I can pretty much guarantee.
We sold out fast.
Yeah, it's sold out. But this is probably the most sought after cover from issue 1. Or from the Kickstarter from issue 1. Stephen is at 50. Adam came in at 75. Just a little late on that, Philip. Current bid is 75 to Adam. All right, I'm going to start the countdown. Philip, the current bid is Adam at 75. I'm going to start the countdown for 60 seconds starting now. And Adam's at 80. So I'll just keep the timer going. We got 90 now from Adam. 60 seconds starting now. Philip came in at 100. We'll start the timer right now at 60 seconds. I'm going to be putting up a rare CGC here in just a second. After this, 45 seconds. $30 seconds. 100 is the current bid. $15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Philip gets that for 100. All right, good job. All right. Next up, I hope everyone's watching. It's the big one. Again, as I said before, these are APs. This is an AP number, metallic ink number 4 of 5. That means there are only 5 of these in existence. Metallic ink, Nathan Zerdy, signed by Jenna, me, Benny, and Jamie. And it's a 9.9. 9.9. So, yeah. I'm going to start this one at 300. There's, I no way would take less than 300. Jenna would literally kill me. Just to give, Zerdy did not sign it. Sadly. But he obviously can and will if you take it with someone. But a 9.9 is very rare, and they do not, if they crack these, they do not guarantee that it will get a 9.9 again. Just to give you an idea, a 9.8 is considered perfect. For in average, they say 1 in 1,000 9.8s, you get a 9.9. 1 in 1,000 9.9s, you get a 10. So 9.9s are crazy rare. 350.
Kind of want to put my 10 up for auction and see what happens. All signatures.
Of what? Not of this.
No, I Make Boys Cry preview that was already limited that has all signatures. It was numbered metallic.
So 360 is the current bid. I don't know if David fell asleep. David just said it would sell well tonight for a good price if you had the 10 up. Yeah, a 9.9s are very rare. We got 360 guys. All right, I'm going to start the countdown here soon. 360 is a crazy good price, by the way. Especially for an AP. This is number 4 of 5. This is actually, so Nathan Zerdy. There we go, 375 from David. Nathan Zerdy, I believe this art was the first, not this exact version of it, but we used this for this and a couple of other things, but I believe, were his first published by a publisher cover that he'd ever had. And he just skyrocketed. We can't even get him. He's so busy. We keep trying to get him to do more covers for us. We love the guy. He's a great guy, by the way. I loved hanging out with him at several shows. So we'll put 375. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock starting now. Again, AP number 4 of 5, triple sign, 9.9. The non-AP was super rare. The AP is even more insanely rare. Only 2 of the APs I can confirm were ever signed. Got 45 seconds on the clock. $375 is the current top bid. Got 30 seconds left. $20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and David steals it for $375. Good job. All right. Next up, I'm going to do, let's see. Again, I'm just trying to mix things up a little bit, guys. You know what? We've got so many CGCs. I'm going to do another CGC. This is just a 9.6, but this is one of the most sought after holiday covers we've ever had. Yes, David, you stole that for $375. Getting a 9.9 for $375. Wow. Okay. This is a 9.6, but this is probably one of the most sought after. It is, well, I'd say it's this one, and then was there a version? Yeah, there was a metallic version of this. We don't have that one though. I'm going to start the bidding at 100, just to make it easy, because this is super rare. I don't know if anyone even in here tonight has this in their collection. This was our first time doing any kind of cover for any kind of Halloween or anything. It is triple signed. Alan came in at 125. It is Jamie Tyndall with the Catgirl White Widow. Jason Mitchell, 150. I believe this is a number 1. Yeah, this is White Widow number 1, by the way. There was a metallic ink. These things sold out. Oh, Sean has it. Hey, Sean, good to see you. I haven't seen you in here yet.
Yeah, I just sold my metallic ink.
So 150 is the current. I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown now for 60 seconds. Yeah, these are probably one of the most requested. We've got 45 seconds left. One of the most requested. We get a lot of people who come in and go, hey, do you have any of these? No. No worries, Sean. Alan came in now at 160. I'm going to put 60 seconds back on the clock starting now. Up 165. Do another 60 seconds starting now. Do we have a physical store? Not a physical store. We have a warehouse. But no, we the closest you could say is Acme Superstore, kind of almost acts like that. We got 45 seconds on the clock at 165 to Jason. Acme Superstore carries a lot of our stuff, and people like to go there. 170 to Allen. Got I'm gonna put another 60 seconds now. Yes, we do have a website, Absolute Comics. Here, I'll just put the link. Probably easier. We got 55 seconds left at 170. Going on right now, by the way, I'll talk about this in just a second. We got 30 seconds left starting now. 170 is the top bid. If you're not seeing the bid, just please understand that we do have multiple channels that we're simulcasting to. Because some people don't like Facebook, they only like YouTube or Twitch or what have you. Got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Alan grabs that at 170. Okay. Next up, I'm going to do let's see. We have 2 of this. Good job, by the way, grabbing that one. That is a very popular CGC. Next up, we have 2 of this. Correct?
Yes.
So we have 2 of this one. It is, again, these are APs. So basically, Jenna and I are selling our, well, no, Jenna is keeping hers. Me and the store. This is a Ryan Kincaid. It's an homage to the, I believe, Rolling Stone cover with Janet Jackson. He drew his wife. That's Ryan Kincaid's wife cosplaying. Those are Ryan's hands. David said, "Do the 10 and take my money." She doesn't even have it. Dawn is asking, "Is the website behind on shipping?" We're catching up quickly. We got a bit behind, mainly for 2 reasons. One, a lot of our metals that we had for pre-orders, there's some supply chain issues there that got Jamie behind on getting the metal, the actual metal. He does the printing. He did about half of the stuff that we had, and he's working on the other half now, and going to send those to us hopefully soon. So, and then we got a little bit behind on everything else, thanks to wonderful COVID hitting both. It hit both Jenna and then Roxy, our other warehouse person. So, kind of took the entire warehouse down, and Roxy's been a little under the weather.
It took me out for 2 weeks, and I was fulfilling Kickstarter. Roxy is doing all the store orders, and she was out for 3 weeks. And then when she did come back, she was only in for a few days before she had to take a break because she wasn't feeling well still. So
yeah. So, but getting back to this metal, let's get this started. I'll start this at 70. This is again Ryan Kincaid. That is Ryan Kincaid's hands. We have 2 of these. So again, how we do 2 ones is if you want 2, you just say 2x. If you want just 1, you would say 70. And then the next person that would say 70, matching whatever the top bid, for instance, would get the second one. So that's how these tend to work. Sociata did 80. So again, we have two. So if someone wants to bid 80, again, our metals that we sell are minimum 100, but these are APs. These are not our metals. What it is Ryan himself purchased for his online store an exclusive. So we gave him 5 medals. We got 5 medals. Of the 5 medals, those medals, one goes to Jenna, one goes to the store, that's what one of these is. One of them goes to me. That's what the other one is. One goes to Jamie to keep for his archives, and one goes to the archive. So pretty much out of our side, it's basically saying that no more than 7 of those are ever in circulation, because Jenna does not part with her copy. Not of metals. I don't think not a single one have you sold of your copy. Do we have someone who wants to match 80 for the second medal? We have, again, 2 of these. David, by the way, was asking about the 10.0. The 10.0 is not here, so we could not sell that even if Jenna were wanting to. I highly doubt she'd want to. I do have another rare thing coming up here in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. If someone wants to jump in on the Ryan Kincaid black variant, there's a black, a silver, and what was the other color? Or were those the only 2 colors?
No, there was a silver.
Oh, and then there's a trade edition.
There was a sketch.
But that's the silver. That's that one.
Yeah.
So there's a black, a silver, and a trade edition of this that exist. So, all right, we got another 45 seconds left on this. If someone wants to jump in at 80, they'll definitely get it. If not, we'll just hold it for later. This is, by the way, White Widow number 3. This was sold. All right, there goes Philip for the second one for 80. So we got 2 for 80. White Widow, I've got 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So black metal. Sociata, be sure to email whitewidowcomic@gmail.com and say your name and that you're in here to make sure that I get your contact, and then we'll send you an invoice from Square. All right. Next up is another rare. This is another logo error. This one's kind of cool. It's a printer error. If you notice, the logo is way off the foil. It wouldn't be lined up that way. It wouldn't, yeah. I don't think, we don't happen to have, you can look up easily online and see how it's supposed to be. I mean, really, any of our logos, I'll just show this as an example of how, well, no, that's the wrong logo, actually. Do you have a, Jenna? Mm-hmm. Just any good White Widow logo to kind of show. No, White Widow logo. that's a virgin. There, that's fine. All right, so normally the logo would, line up with the shadow being just slightly. This, if you can see, it even goes over her hair. So it's a complete misprint. This is the only one of this. It's happens to be my cover. This is White Widow number 2. We'll start the bidding on this at 30. Again, error covers go for a lot, but I'll try and start this at something easy to jump in at. Stephen jumped in first at 30. So this is a one-of-a-kind error cover. Yes, CGC is possible on any of these. We are meeting up with a CGC facilitator. They will bill you directly, they will handle it, and they will ship it to you. So anything you get tonight, you don't have to wait on everything to be CGC to get everything. $35 to David, 40 to Stephen. Stephen asked about the jeweled covers. We never got a definitive, David. We asked. Don came in at 50. We did ask about the jewel covers repeatedly. And unfortunately, our man inside, his name was Spencer, left before we ever got an answer. 55 is the current bid on this. We did not get a definitive answer one way or another. So unfortunately, we don't know. They said possibly. I would say you did get it in one of those protective cases, I believe, if you ordered it from us. If you send that with a facilitator, I'll say this, David, if you like Dragon Con this year would probably be the easiest. Jamie should be there. I'll be there. Jenna's probably going to be there as well. So you could get it signed and try and get it CGC there and see, because I know that there are a ton of facilitators. They can take in and try and get that pushed through. 55 is the current bid. I'm going to start the bidding, the countdown here at 60 seconds starting now. 55 to Stephen Ponsler. Yeah. And for anyone who knows, doesn't know, again, we do sell certificates of authenticity on anything. They're just $5 each for anything. We only charge for that, the certificates, because the certificates are not cheap. I got 40 seconds left at 55. But we always sign everything for free. 15 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Stephen gets that for 55. Good job. That's actually a really good price for a logo. So yeah, if you do want that CGC, just let us know. Okay, next up is another CGC. We're going to do the always popular Greg Horn, 9.8. This is the virgin, the naughty virgin of White Widow number 4, featuring Blood Widow. As you can see, it does have 4 signatures, including Greg Horn. We'll start this at just 100, which is, I'm told, what Greg Horn charges for his signature alone. So he didn't charge us because we did a swap. I signed stuff for him and facilitated that. So Stephen jumped in at 100. Oh wait, this isn't the virgin. I just saw. What is this? Oh, I'm wrong. This is the lenticular. The $50 lenticular. I thought it was the virgin. So this is the animated lenticular. So I'll check, David. I am 90% certain it isn't, because I just realized this is the lenticular. There was a second set that went out today, David. We combine them with your last stuff. Let me double check. I'm 99% certain. I just realized this is the lenticular.
For who, David?
Yeah, David's stuff went out today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You should have gotten a notice. 175 to David. Yeah, you got the New York Comic Con number 3 before, David. And that was the 9.8 on that. Yeah, $250 is cheap, especially this. Just to give you guys an idea, guys, the lenticular, I believe he sold those for $50 each. So even without signatures, without CGC, without 9.8, anything. And this is quadruple signed. It's by Jamie, Greg, myself, Jenna. So this should go higher than 250 easy. Current bid is 175. So currently, if it ends up going for that, it is a massive steal. I somehow don't think David would complain if he got it for that. Yeah, now Don came in at 200. Again, still a steal. You never complain. No, you don't. And that's one of the reasons we love you. 205 to Alan. Oh, he said, Jenna, David said he never complains unless you are hoarding 10.0s. $225. Current bid is $225, which is still a great price. I'm going to start the countdown in just a few seconds. Counting down, 60 seconds. Well, less than 60 seconds now. $9.8s are good. I actually personally only own one CGC so far. I actually have another one coming, but 30 seconds left, and it's not a White Widow. It's X-Men number 199, which is hanging up right next to me. 15 seconds or 20 seconds rather to at 225, which is a steal for a lenticular 9.8. Greg Horn. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and David steals it. That is your second steal of the night, David. Good job. The fates are smiling at you. All right. I'm going to put, we did high. Now I'm going to go a little low. This is now something interesting. A lot of people don't know this. So everyone copies this cover. This is White Widow number 1. Everyone copies. Almost no one does the foil. This was obviously an homage to Spider-Man number 1, the Todd McFarlane. But for those of us who were collecting back then, the comic to have that no one copies were the factory sealed poly bags. And that's what we did here. So no one copied the poly bag. So these went, I believe, for $50 or $75. I forget what it was on our first Kickstarter. So I'm going to now, the downside is you can never sign them without destroying the poly bag. And that's the other issue with CGC, getting a yellow label of it. You have to sign it on the bag. But I'm just going to start this at $10 just to get something fun out there. We do not have a lot of these lying around. And again, this was one of those just fun books out there. Stephen came in at 10. Don is at 20. I think we sold them for 50 or 75. What was it? Wasn't it 75? Was it 75 for this one and the gold one was 90? Something like that? Or was it the other way around? I always forget. Matt came in first at 25. Yeah, we've been sold out of this for a long time in the store. 35 to Don. They're very hard to find, and it's very hard to find with the factory seal intact, because some people didn't even know what it was. They just go, oh, they bagged it to ship. No, it's a factory seal. Which was a pain in the tuchus to get. The artist is Jamie Tyndall, the co-creator. And again, this is first print White Widow #1, foil, factory sealed poly bag, intact. 35 is the current bid. These have been sold out for a long time. You had it. Oh, Sean. Well, now you can get one polybagged. Sean got one, but it was unpolybagged. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to get the polybagged. I can't even find any on eBay showing polybagged. All right, 35 is the current bid. I'm going to start the countdown now for 60 seconds. Anyone who came in late to White Widow, this is a hard one to find. Not as hard as the spiked swimsuit earlier. That is by far the hardest. You can find this one. I don't think it works that way, Stephen. Usually the missing poly bag means someone took it off, which just, it happened a lot. Got 30 seconds left at $35 to Dawn. Got 15 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that goes to Dawn. Hey, good job. I have no idea on that. I'm going to throw up not throw up, but oh, Jenna left. I went to hand you something, Jenna, and you weren't there. All right, next up, I'm going to start this at 75. This is a New York Comic Con, issue 3, White Widow, signed by John Boy, Jamie, Jenna, and myself. I believe Jenna, yeah. So it's quadruple signed, 9.8. Start this at just 75. David, yeah, did you? So 75 to start this one. Again, John Boy, this is a quadruple signed 9.8. New York Comic Con. 80 from Dawn. Jenna, did you see the Valentine's covers? By the way, I should give a quick plug. The Valentine's covers, if you missed them, there's still some available. We are doing 20% off, and we're giving away free bonus books. There are also original art, 110 from Alan. She has, and a lot of people are missing. I got to put out an email to further explain this. We have the top sets are, you can get 125, by the way, from David. Sam, he beat you by just seconds for 125. So we have original art for $1,500. There's no bidding on these. These are the covers. It comes with a one-of-a-kind golden medal that matches the cover you buy. And you can only get that with the original art. plus you get the full set, plus you get all the bonus books for only $1,500. And there were 6 covers total. There are 5 of those left, including the naughties, and each of them are $1,500. So, if you like original art, if you like one of a kinds, those are great sets to get because you get everything, plus you get to own a one of a kind original and a one of a kind golden. 125 is the current bid on this. You got 60 seconds on the clock right now. David is the current top bidder at 125. Again, this is quadruple signed John Boy Myers. It's the stealth suit. Issue 3 was when the stealth suit in the series made its debut. Technically in issue 2.5, but $30 seconds left at 125. Jenna does have a project she's been working on for a while, but she's got to get an artist partner. Alan came in with 15 seconds left, so we'll start it at 60 seconds now. 135 is the current bid. Talking about the Valentine's sets that Jenna is doing. Our top sets, full sets, we try and keep $500-$600. 140 to David. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock starting now. So the 1,500 Joaquin, I was talking about the Valentine's sets. It's an original plus a golden one of a kind that matches the original of that cover, plus the full set, plus the bonus books. So, and that's on our store. Right now. Alan came back over for 150. So I'll restart the clock 60 seconds now. For those who don't know our store, I want to put the link. Again, it's 20% off. You don't need on everything except the original because it's already discounted at that price. But that includes, you'd end up with 4 medals, something like 10 books, a coloring book, and a one of a kind golden medal and a one of a kind original artboard. But we got 30 seconds left at 150. For the John Boy Myers cover. $15 seconds. 10. Oh, there goes Alan. Whoops. David came in at 155, then Alan just hit for 160. So we'll put 60 seconds back on the clock now. So we're at 160. David is at 170. Got 60 seconds on the clock starting now. 30 seconds. We got 15 seconds. Alan said 175. And David is bowed out. So I'm just going to do 30 seconds just in case there are any last minute. 30 seconds. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Yeah, John Boy doesn't do a lot of shows near us, so we have to catch him at New York Comic Con most of the time. And he can be a bit difficult to get to. He does the biggest signatures as well. It's crazy. I'm like, he really wants you to see his signature. All right. Next up, another rare. This is a misprint in essence. There are only 2 of these because we made a mistake. This was not supposed to be. It's the wrong cover. We sent Jamie the wrong cover, I guess. Is that what had happened?
No, they sent us the wrong cover.
Oh, they sent us.
I didn't realize that this wasn't the Venom Virgin until after I've already attached to, well, 3 of them, but then I kept them.
You kept the one.
Yeah, but then I said you could sell the other 2, so.
So there are 3 of these total. These were supposed to be Venom Virgin.
Yeah, I hid them.
Do we have an
I didn't
example
really
of?
Tell you about them.
do we have an example of what the Venom Virgin looks like? Correct. It's not a heart. The Venom Virgin is a spider behind her. Is what it is. It's the White Widow spider symbol bleeding. So this is not supposed to exist. This is issue number 1, White Widow. David said you're hoarding a 10.0 of it, aren't you?
I wish. I didn't grade any of them.
So none of these are graded. So we have 2 of them. So again, you have the opportunity for a one. There are only a couple of these are complete error. These were not supposed to exist. So it's not just an AP. Nothing. These are one of 3 that exist in all of the world. The artist is Jamie Tyndall, the co-creator. The Venom Virgin medal was the most popular medal of all time. This is an error of that medal. This is not a set. You can bid. Whoever the top bid is, you can do a matching bid and get the second copy. Yes, this is a good question. Yes, we can do CGC, and yes, we do provide the information that says that they are error covers, and as well as the provenance of how many there are, so that these are one of 3s. So this is super rare, probably the rarest thing tonight. One of the rarest things. The 9.9 was pretty darn rare. David stole that. So if you want 2 of it, let's say the bid is at 100, which I'm going to start this at 100. So if you want 2, you can say 100 x 2. Okay. Again, if you want just 1, you would say 100. And if somebody else says 100, they would get the second. So Don jumped in 100 x 2. So now someone would need to come over the top if you want just 1. So perfect example. Steven says 105. So now someone to get the second one would have to match 105, or if they want both, would have to go over 105. So, and that's how this works. So again, super rare, 110 times 2 to David. They are metal. These are metal covers. It's a little hard to see. Don did 125 times 2. These are first prints as well. They're just misprints.
Yep.
Apparently, Jenna did not tell me that these existed. So we got a 130 and a 130. Stephen and David. So Stephen and David are at 130. David says you're hiding more than just these.
I have some other mistake covers.
150 times 2. I think you should have. I think you didn't you throw away the one you turned upside down on accident.
No, I didn't. I still have that. The one where I accidentally put the cover on upside down for one of them.
I wonder what the people do. All right, David has one for 160.
It's still sitting there on my table.
Stephen matched for 160. I think Stephen and David are in cahoots. So 160 is the current top. We'll see if Don wants to come over the top or anyone else. Again, these are super rare. Don jumped over 175 times 2.
Like I have a lenticular with double covers.
Oh yeah, you told me about that one. David has one for 200. You'd have to match him, David. Or Stephen. Got a little bit of a war between David, Stephen, and Don. Stephen, if you want the second one, you have to match David. And yes, if someone doesn't match the top one, whoever the top bid is, we don't mind selling it later. So 200. David's saying, stay with me, Stephen. We got this. Okay, I'm going to start doing a countdown. Don, you jumping over the top? Tom, new player in. Tom comes in for 1 for 210. So now someone needs to match 210 for the second one or come over the top for 2. Yeah, someone could literally corner the market by doing a times 2. 220 for David. You're not going to try and corner the market, Don? So it's David and Stephen for 220. I swear they are in cahoots. It's clear.
Oh, it's a really pretty cover.
Oh, it's a beautiful.
Why didn't I tell you about it?
It's not like I collect. Not like I collect anything.
Exactly. You would sell them.
Yeah, I own 0.0 of my own book. That's what's so sad. The only thing I kept is the lenticular sign up. Yeah, Jamie does amazing, like tiny details, the crazy details, which I'm going to start the countdown. It's currently 2:20. I'm going to start the countdown in about 10 seconds. So, but I'm going to zoom in. the amount of tiny details that's going on in the heart is just insane. With all the splatters, the shadows, the just everything. All right, we have 30 seconds left at 2:20. David, you just say that because you know you'll outlive me. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Collusion brothers get it. David and Stephen.
I was listening to Salt Owner this cover for like 2 years.
All right, let's jump over to let's do this. This will be fun. It's a naughty set. So we got, this is Ali Garza. It's a little hard to tell. So this is the metal. Again, it's the one of our 5 AP metal that we get. The retailer got 5, we got 5. And it comes with the metallic ink. You can tell the difference. This is paper. That's the difference. This is paper, but it's like a holographic paper. That's why it shines like that. And you get the metal. So this, I think, was 40, and from the retailer, because again, we didn't sell these. And this, I don't know what he sold those. I think he sold them higher than 100. We normally sell ours for 100. Yeah, I would definitely CGC those metals, guys. That is one nice thing, by the way, with our metals. CGC has no problem signing, grading them, and they do tend to grade pretty well. So, all right, so just start this set at 80, which is a steel, because I think it was 40 for the metallic ink, but I'm trying to get some stuff on the lower end of the spectrum for you guys out there. So 80 for the very, very naughty Ali Garza set. This is number 4 or 5. Jenna? I turn around and she's not there. I can check. It's number 5. So it's the first I Make Boys Cry. This was a retailer. I forget the name. It was like a rooster. Philip came in at 100. Number 5 is the first appearance of I Make Boys Cry. So Adam Phillips already at 100. And again, this is a set, so you're getting both naughty variants, the metallic ink and the metal. And we only have 5 that we ever got of this. There were only 10. What's funny is I actually had to, you guys will probably hate me for this, but I added the liquid to the glass because that was see-through and there was nudity in the picture behind her, little behind the scenes. Because we try not to ever have nudity, not full. We don't try and show nipples and hoo-haws. That's the clinical term. All right, put 60 seconds on the clock. Philip is at 100. Which is a great price. And I do not begrudge him. Adam just jumped in at 105. It's not that the nudie would cost more. It's just that we try not to. That's a lot. We go up to that line. We try not to cross it, because Hollywood doesn't like it. So Hollywood can be very prudish, which shocks me because this is the place that, you know, has nudity in just about everything. But apparently they don't like it if comic books have nudity on the covers. Go figure. All right, so we're at 105. I've got 50 seconds on the clock. We got 30 seconds. All right, Adam came in at 115 right after Hugh. Philip came in at 120. Philip beat you to 120 by just a few seconds. Adam is at 130. I have a feeling you guys probably just had to check your collection to see if you had these. Because all of a sudden everyone's coming in. 130 is the current bid. Hugh is at 135. 60 seconds on the clock at 135. $140. Yeah, I personally don't care about nudity. 60 seconds on the clock at 140. I personally don't care. I'm not prudish. I let my kids watch nudity. I don't make a big deal out of it. But, you know, Hugh is at 150. So 60 seconds again. Yeah, I personally do not care. 160. 60 seconds again on the clock. Adam is at 160. But, you know, I understand. A lot of middle America tends to be very prudish. And that's, I grew up in Texas. So, you know, I'm not casting stones. That's to each their own. But Hollywood is very skittish. I don't understand it. 30 seconds, 160 still to.
You know, they're really pretty nude covers.
Oh yeah, I think
Bass is awesome.
Oh yeah, Ebass, his stuff, we love it. 15 seconds. But that's one of the lines we just, you know, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Adam grabs that. Adam, if you haven't yet, make sure you email whitewidowcomic@gmail.com just so I have your email as a reminder. All right. Next up, I'm going to do, this is going to be a Jenna set. Okay. This is a big one. This is her Dragon Con connected cover set. sure I get it in here correctly.
Oh, that one.
I don't know if I can. All right, so it's 2 metals. Okay.
I still have the original art for that.
Well, don't tell them that. They'll complain you don't have it. All right, so that's that. And these were very low run. And you get these as well. So you get the trade and the metal. I'll put it like that to where you can see everything. Or kind of see. There's a bit of a glare. All right. David said he's complaining that you don't have it. I think they're at I think she left all the her originals at the warehouse. We'll start this again. Our metals start at 100. These were each 25 books, so this is $250 value here. But I'm just going to start it at 100. So make it easy to jump in. Obviously, everyone's looking for a deal. These were for Dragon Con exclusives. I don't know if David saw us there when we had these. Oh, wait. No, these were online Dragon.
Online.
Yeah, we weren't at Dragon Con.
It was closed with COVID.
Yep, COVID was shut down. So this was from the lost year. Alan jumped in at 150. That reminds me, David, by the way, I found the original sketches of those covers that I'm doing for you. I'm going to send those. I'll probably just send those to you direct if you want. I don't know if that has interest to you, but I'll talk to you about that offline. So 150. Again, this is 250 minimum value. I'm going to start the countdown. Current bid 150. You were aggressive on that, Alan. You're scaring them. So we got less than 60 seconds now. So that's 2 metals. Those are not metallic ink. Those are actual metals. I should make sure that's understood. And these are connected covers. Oh yeah, it's White Widow number 5 and I Make Boys Cry number 1. Got 30 seconds. Alan's gonna steal them. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Alan, Philip. Really? Sorry, I spoke too soon. Philip literally came in at 1, so he does get me to restart the countdown. 175.
That was actually perfect.
That was like I was calling it. That's the first time that's actually happened at the buzzer, literally. That's actually pretty cool. I've had like 5 seconds after the buzzer, but All right, so 60 seconds on the clock now. 175 is the current bid to Philip. I was literally typing Alan's name in and everything. I was getting ready. All right, we got 40 seconds on the clock left. Here's the email. If you haven't, if you're new, is everyone else hearing me? Philip says he doesn't have sound. Is it everyone can hear me, right? Okay. All right. Thanks for the confirmations. I don't know what's. All right. We got 30 seconds. I got a little behind because I was worried about the Philip thing. But Philip's at 175. Got 15 seconds. Alan came back in at 180. Okay. I'm going to give that's another 60 seconds. I wish there was a way to put a timer. That's one thing they really should add to these the StreamYard is a timer app or something. Maybe they have one, but it would make my life so much easier. $30 seconds. Well, apparently you can add one. I'm just an idiot and never looked it up. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Alan got it. So you got it in the end. And a good deal, actually. Saved $70 on that off of what we originally did. I think this might be her last set of these two that we had left. Right? Or do you have one, maybe one or two more?
Oh, full sets?
Yeah, of the metal. I don't
I
know.
might have one more.
Maybe.
I know I have a couple, like
Okay.
7 or 8 of the
Big
crates.
one. Another big one. All right, guys. This one I hope goes really big. Jenna's like, her jaw just dropped. So it's a AP 1 of 5 metallic ink Kailnew 9.8 signed by Jamie, Jenna, and myself.
Too bad we didn't have that when we
Yeah,
met Keel. It's like several months later.
so this is an AP 1. It's literally the number 1 of 5. I'm going to start this at 200. Metallic ink. Should go much higher, but who knows with you guys. Sometimes you're stealing these. Kel New, that is this is from the cover that he did for Scott's Collectibles at MegaCon #1, and it's a White Widow #3, but he did the art for the #1. So this was part of that rare set. So Don's in at 200. And again, it's an AP metallic ink. We had a metallic ink set that was, you could only get it with a folio. You had to buy the whole folio. It was a very expensive folio. I think we only did like 20 of them or something like that. Right, Jenna?
No, there were 30.
30 of them.
Yeah, he does a lot of DC Marvel.
Sean, Kale New never had one of these though. So you didn't get one from these. Because you had to get this. The only way you got the non-AP was if you bought the whole folio set, and it was like a $300 folio, $400 folio, something. It was expensive. I think it was our most expensive folio set ever. Yeah, yeah, they were all one of 30s, like 10 of them. Metallic inks, which metallic inks cost us an arm and a leg to make. Okay, yeah, the MegaCon was the MegaCon. Just to give a quick little history on this, the MegaCon one, it sold out the Virgin black and white on Friday. It's a 4-day show at MegaCon in Orlando. Sold out on Friday, and then the trade sold out on Saturday, which was crazy. They ordered, I don't even know, like 500-600, something like that. It went like that. It's super popular. I know that I couldn't sell. I didn't end up personally selling very much at the show because this was sold by Scott's, because I had a line of people just getting me to sign. So I made very little money, yet CGC literally was parked over at our booth because at ours and Jamie's, because everyone was coming by to get these signed, and I don't charge for signatures. So it was good for them, sucked for me. But that was super popular, and I've always loved it. I think it's one of their best. So current bid is 200. I'm going to start the countdown soon, guys. 200 is a steal on an AP. 225 to Alan. Steal a steal. I'm going to start the countdown soon. 225 is a very good price. All right, we got 60 seconds. 225 is the current bid. Got 45 seconds, or 40 seconds actually. Yeah, I've always loved this cover. This is easily one of my favorite covers. And I do have plans for having the big mega spider, by the way. Little inside thing there. We got 15 seconds. It looks like Alan's going to steal this one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Alan gets it for 225. Okay. Now, something else fairly unique. Tonight's kind of the night of errors. All right. So these are numbered. I have 2. So whoever's first can get number 1. Whoever's second can get number 2. Okay. These were not supposed to exist. And I'll show you why. First off, what it was we did folios of Christmas. This was 2 Christmases ago. I think this is this White Widow number 1 or 2? Hey, look. Or 3. I think it's 3.
Three.
Let me double check. Yeah, it's number 3. So what it was this was supposed to just be the cover to the folios. And yet, instead of doing it for the cover, which is supposed to be just a print, they printed them on the comics and numbered them. So these are not supposed to exist. As you can see, it put the cover title on it. So, and that was what went on the folio. So, oops. So this was 2 Christmases ago for the folio. They created it as a comic. So, yeah, these are error books. Should not exist. That's why it none of it makes sense for a cover. But we thought, you know what? Instead of throwing them away, let's see if people want them. So I'm going to put this at, I guess let's just start them at what? Because again, they are metallic ink. I'll start them at 50. Do you think? Each? Huh? How much? Okay, 30. So Jenna's saying start them at 30 each if you're interested. Again, you can get both of them. Well, Dawn just jumped in at 50 times 2. It'll probably go up higher than that anyway. So, right. If you want both of them, you do times 2. If not, whoever is in first gets number 1. And whoever comes in second gets number 2. But currently, Dawn is in for both of them. So Stephen came in at 55. Philip came in at 60. So currently, Philip is in for the number 1. Dawn jumped over at 65 times 2. Current bid is 60. 5 to Dawn. Again, by the way, the cover artist is Genzo Man, the Hearthstone / Blizzard / World of Warcraft famous artist. Philip came in for 1 at 70. So if anyone else wants the second one for 70, they can chime in. Or if you want 2, you'd need to go to something higher than 70. Don came in at 75 because he wants a 1. So Philip or anyone else wants 75. You're probably gonna. It looks. If I'm reading the room right. We have 3 more CGCs left. I've got a pile. We'll probably be stopping after we run out of the CGCs and just a few more of these. Philip's got the second one. Let's start the countdown at 60 seconds because we got Don and Philip at 75. I'm guessing since Don went down to just 1 that was his goal, was to get. All right, we got 30 or less than 30 seconds now. We got 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that goes to Dawn and Philip. Now, these were the nice. So you can probably guess what's coming next. Number 1 and 2 of the naughty. It was an interesting what we did on these, and again, we'll start these at 30, like Jenna suggested last time. But feel free to jump to 50 right away if you want. Again, these are Genzo Man. Don is in at 50 for 1. Steven's at 50 for the second one. What was interesting about this folio set was the set. Adam came in at 55 for 1. The fun part with this set was the nice ones were all the trade dress, the suited, and the naughty folios were all the naughty variants of everything inside. So Don jumped over 75 for both. He's just cutting to the chase. And again, it's one of the very rare upskirts. We don't typically do the naughty skirt things. Steven grabbed is at 1. He's got the number 1 at 80. The upskirt shots are kind of rare for us. Don jumped over the top for 85. I take it he really wants the number 1. If someone wants the number to match him, I'm betting that's probably where we'll end out unless someone wants to go in over the top. So 85, Steven's there. I'm going to count down 60 seconds starting now. Got 50 seconds. $85 is the current. 30 seconds left. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and looks like it's 85 for Dawn and Steven. All right. Now I'm a little embarrassed by this. I'm still working on sketching. I almost don't want to put this up here, but we said we were to have at least some original art, and apparently Jenna left hers. So I'm really embarrassed by this. So I'm going to say $5 to start. This is my. I'm playing with new markers. And unfortunately, the markers smeared some of the stuff. And I just want to perfect it before I start doing the ones that people paid for. So I'm just going to say start it there. I'm a little embarrassed, but because I'm much better than that, but I think Adam's in for 15. Yes, I'll sign it. This will include a COA automatically. So we're at 15. Like I said, I'm a little embarrassed this exists. You can see like little black areas in it. There is a minor imperfection on the cover. This is just me trying out with different stuff. So 20 to Sam, sorry. It does include the COA. Adam's at 25. You don't have to buy the COA separate. I am including. So you can factor that this does include a COA. So 30 to Dawn, 45 to Adam. Thank you. I don't know if it's, I really was like contemplating throwing it in the trash. So I appreciate that you guys wanted it all. It is, by the way, I Make Boys Cry #1. Featuring Slice. Adam came in at 70. Sean, yes, your bids are showing. You had a $20 one is the last one I saw. Current bid is 70. I'm going to do 60 seconds on the clock starting now. Yeah, there's some minor smudges and stuff that I'm a perfectionist, so it irritated me. I need a better glove, and I need to work. These are not Copic markers. That's part of the problems. I need to get Copic, but Jenna does not share her Copic markers. So, yeah. How much were the Copic markers? Got 30 seconds left. All total?
I bought all of them, so it was like $3,000.
$3,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, $3,000. That's crazy. 15 seconds.
Of course, I don't share them.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And thank you, Adam, for the huge compliment, because I was very unhappy with.
I mean, if you want to pay for ink refills.
Yeah, they're Copic. That's how they're pronounced. These are not Copic. Copic would blend a whole lot better. That's one of the problems with this. It smudged the pencils, and then it picked up some of the pencils and stuff. So it's okay. Just I'm a perfectionist. So all right, we got 3 more CGCs left. Here is a Jenna one. And we do have 2 big ones after this as well. So this one is the famous medal. This is Jenna's first medal, signed by Jamie, Jenna, and myself. Why didn't you get Sanju? We didn't have them?
No.
Okay.
That was after.
It's a 9.8. This was one of the most popular medals. Jenna hit it out of the park with this. What would they pronounce it? Is Copic? It's a Japanese brand, so maybe, right? Isn't it Japanese?
Yeah. It's Japanese.
That might be Copic is probably.
C-O-P-I-C.
But everyone I've ever heard pronounces it Copic. So this is 9.8. This is a medal. This is Jenna's first medal. It sold gangbuster. Almost sold as much as the other top one of all time, the Virgin Tramp, I think. So,
yeah.
Well, no. The top one of all time was still the Venom Virgin, but of Jamie's.
No, well, for that particular Kickstarter.
Right, for this particular Kickstarter. So this is White Widow. White Widow number 4 or number 3.
Number 4.
Yeah, number 4. So it is metal. Let's start. I'm going to start it as 150 because it is a metal. So, and it's triple signed. Don says, screw that. 175. Thank you, Don. It's also our first sideways medal. We've done other sideways medals since then, but that was the first time because there was just with the layout she did. It's actually an homage to both Ebass and who was doing an homage to Yeagle. So it's an homage of an homage. Figure that one out.
Yeagle's awesome.
175 is the current bid. All right, I'm going to start the countdown. In 60 seconds starting now. We got 175. This is a brushed aluminum metal. So you can see, for those who were asking earlier about the metal comics, yes, you can do metal with CGC and get a high grade. Got 45 seconds. One of the benefits of the way we do it is we don't use tape. It's a special cover, special adhesive glue that is directly to it so it won't fall off. Got 20 seconds. Or sorry, 30 seconds. $15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is a steal. Done. All right. Let's see. What else do we got? Here's a fun set. A lot of you probably do not have this. These are number ones. It's what's his name? Oh, RB White. He's one of those fan guys. He does a ton of stuff. I see his stuff all the time online. Did a set for a store exclusive. This was not ours, but you've got the trade dress and the naughty, the very naughty. So these are White Widow number ones. So let's start this one at, for the set, I'll just start it at 30. So instead of 9.9, was it a Pete? Yeah. So $30 to Steven for the set. Was Sean, was the 9.9 one of our medals or somebody else's medals? I don't see many PGX grading of our stuff. Sociata as at 40. $45 to Stephen. Again, this is one of those rare old ones. We did not have a lot ourselves. 50 to Sociata. I hope I'm saying that right. Oh, the alien cosplay. I guess that's one of Jamie's. Yeah, I don't see many PBX grades of our stuff. So that's interesting. Don's in at 55. I'm going to start the countdown at 60 seconds. Sam came in at 60. Just beat you. Sochiata. "45 seconds left." Sochiata came in at 65. Got 60 seconds back on the clock starting now. Top bid is Sochiata at 65. Got 30 seconds. Philip jumped in. We'll do 60 seconds again. Philip's at 75. Philip probably just, if I'm guessing, quickly ran to see, do I have this? 30 seconds left at 75. "20 seconds. "10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off." So Philip, grab that. $75. It's a fun little set. All right. We got Sochiata. You like anime style stuff? We got a fun I Make Boys Cry with White Widow. It's a I Make Boys Cry #1 metal. This is a retailer exclusive. I don't remember the name of the artist. I know she did something for us later, and I am terrible with names. She's an Asian. It's a woman, Asian artist, obviously anime style. We'll start this at 50. It is a brushed aluminum metal. This was one of our APs. It was for MGA. It stands for More Great Art. It was one of their exclusives. No, it's not Sora. I'm trying to remember. Darn it. She's doing an upcoming cover, which you guys will see in the next Kickstarter, actually. Really cute artist. Not that I don't know what she looks like. I'm just saying her art's cute. Sorry. Trying to find her name, but just starting this at 50 for anyone interested. If we don't have any interest, I'll move on. I thought it was a very cool, very cute cover, personally. I'm trying to find the artist's name. I think this is her. Yeah, Vanessa Tolentino. You did for 50. Vanessa Tolentino. She's done several stuff for us. I think that's her. That, or I am just... I might be on crack, but I think that's her. Trying to scroll back through 1,000 messages. Anyone higher than 50? This is a metal. Again, it was a retailer, so this is an AP, I should say. So that would be the lowest metal of the night. Yeah, it's Vanessa Tolentino. She's done stuff for Deja. She did stuff for Ryan Kincaid. She's done stuff for us. Yeah, that's who it is. Sam Gilbert came in at 55. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock starting now. Sorry, I just had to find out who this was. But it is definitely Vanessa Tolentino. You came in for 60. Hey.
No.
Joaquin Jenna says you do not have that. She'll look at. Can you go look at the condition real quick?
That?
Yeah. Basically, there were 10 of these made. Anytime it's for a retailer, well, almost anytime. Sometimes retailers pay for extra, but this retailer didn't. So the retailer gets 5 copies. We get 5 copies. One goes to this to the archives for us. Another one goes to Jamie's archives, or he can sell them. I don't, it's up to him. It's his. One goes to Jenna, one goes to me, and one goes to the store. Jenna's going to look quick to see grade. Joaquin was asking about grade. So she's going to, it's not taken down. Current bid is 60. Jenna is the master of CGC, although she bats much better than most people on her batting average.
Still mad how those 2 issues got all 9.9s and then I got 8.8s after that.
Yeah, as you can see, she's over there scouring it. Well, I can't just have an empty thing there. People are going to be like, what the hell's going on? So she's checking. Someone was asking for the condition, so she's doing a quick once through it to see if it's possible. If it's
this should at least get I usually press books before I attach metals to them. You should
Especially-
get a 9.8 plus.
So, Joaquin, that answers your. She said you do not have that in your collection, and that is a 9. That is should be a 9.8 or greater. So, got current bid is 60, and if that answers anyone else,
No scratches.
there's no scratches. Well, not that scratches matter, but no corner dings. Metals,
No
the
interior
scratches.
page scratches. No
Let's see.
wrinkles.
No wrinkles, all that fun stuff. So, all right, 60 seconds on the clock now. With Sam is at 70. So she's saying it should grade for a 9.8. Again, this is Vanessa Tolentino. She's a Malaysian artist. I looked that up. Current bid, Joaquin, is 75. So we got 1 minute on the clock starting now. Then we'll be doing a CGC. We have 2 CGCs left in the pot and just a few other little things, and then we'll be done for the night. Joaquin is at 80. Sochiata, this is Vanessa Tolentino. I Make Boys Cry #1. It is a retailer exclusive for more great art. There's only 10 of these in existence, only 7 in circulation. It is a metal cover #1. 85 is the current to hue. Got 60 seconds back on the clock. It was a bit slow to get started, but once provenance was established. We got 30 seconds left on the clock. 85 is the current bid. With just 10 seconds left, Joaquin jumped in at 90. So back at 60 seconds, starting now. So 90 is the current bid. Hugh came in back with 95. $60 seconds. We got 30 seconds left. Let's No problem, Joaquin. That's why I'm trying to give as much time as I can, but We got 15 seconds. There we go. 100. I'll put another 60 seconds on the clock starting now. We have $110. So we've got 60 seconds on the clock starting now. You know, we went from no one wanting it to now 2 people fighting for it. It is a very pretty cover. I will say that. We got 30 seconds left. Yeah. For those who are wondering, the New York Comic Con geisha covers we did, that was Vanessa Tolentino. And those sold out. Like, they sold out in New York and they sold out here. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And looks like Lag got. And Hugh won. Okay. Next up, one of the last 2 CGCs. It is the always popular. Now, this is signed by me and Jamie. It's a 9.8 lenticular, naughty and nice, Mike DeBalfo. Try and get a good angle on it. See the naughty and nice, or underwear suit. This is White Widow number 3. Just start this at 100 because, again, it is a lenticular. So we'll just start this at 100. Jenna, Joaquin blames you for him not winning that.
Why?
So this again is Mike DeBalfo. Lenticular. Don's in at 110. Signed by Jamie and myself. The lenticulars typically go anywhere 175, 200 mark when they're 9.8s. Usually this, I think when we had this, it was only in the VIP section. So we usually keep the 9.8s for VIP first before they make it out, and they rarely make it out of VIP because they usually sell out. We've had some 9.9s. We haven't ever had a 10.10 or a 10, have we, in VIP?
No. Mm-mm.
Maybe the next time
we had a few tens.
I was telling someone earlier this week that someone we had a whole box full of 9.9s out of the Absolute Universe books, except None of them were Absolute Universe. They were the Red Giant titles, almost all of them, which is not part of our shared universe. And they were all Blue Label because I don't write those or create. So it's like, dang it. How do we get a whole box of 9.9s and none of them are? Oh well. So if we have any extras, those were for pre-orders from a previous Kickstarter. They finally came in. All right, so we got a 110. We do have a really big, I want a showstopper later, CGC. Yeah, I love this cover as well. It's a beautiful lenticular.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I mean, you don't get much better than Mike DeBalfo. He is always gorgeous. So current is 110. I'm going to start the countdown. 60 seconds now. We got 45 seconds. Thirty seconds. This is a steal. This is an absolute steal. 15 seconds. Looks like Don's going to get another steal. You've gotten several steals tonight, Don. Good job, man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Don steals it for 110. Wow. All right. Just a couple more, and then we're going to call this a night. I'm going to do for Sociata. Give her a chance. So again, this is another anime inspired with a nice cute butt. Okay. This is for a retailer. This is I Make Boys Cry #1. It's one of the other rare upskirt shots that we try not to do. We'll start these. We'll just start these at 50. Again, these are metal. These are our two AP copies. So these are the only two of ours that will be in circulation. The others sold out from the retailer. It's Genzo Man. It's a little naughty up butt shot. So if you want two, you can say 50 times 2. If you want one, you just say 50 like Steven just did. And these are I Make Boys Cry #1s. Retailer exclusives. Stephen and Philip got the second one. Come on, Don. You can, with what you saved on the last one, you could always just get 2 for 55, right? Just a lot of people always wonder, why are the metals so expensive? The fun fact is the when you factor in the art, how much you pay for an artist, how much the actual physical metal costs, how much the book costs, because we use a special printing for the paper covers so that it will adhere without the glue going through. Because if you think about it, glue would eat most glue. We use a special glue, but most comic book covers, the glue would eat right through. A lot also, they're too thin, a lot of the covers, and the metal, if you held it up, the metal cover would just rip the front cover off. Um, so we use a special process that makes them very expensive. Plus, they're very fragile. If you drop even slightly, they'll hit the ground and bend, and it's game over. So when you take these out, be very careful with them. On average, we did the math. Our costs are between 60 and 70 bucks per metal cover. So when we charge $100, our profit margin, what's called ROI, return on investment, is actually lower on these than they are on our $20 books. So, because the cost to produce and you got man hours, all that sort of stuff is expensive. So, so just to kind of give some insight, if you ever wondered why are metals so expensive, are we gouging? No, not at all. Also, rarity plays into it, but the actual costs are high. So we got Stephen and Philip in for 50. I'm going to start the countdown now for 60 seconds. You jumped in at 55. Stephen grabbed the other one at 55. So we got another 60 seconds on the clock now. But yeah, so yeah, we don't make nearly as much as a lot of people think. Philip came in at 60. We do the metals because they're not about trying to make profit. It's just they're such a cool thing for us to do. And that is one of the things we like to do is offer cool and unique covers and stuff. Stephen grabbed the second one at 60. So Philip and Stephen are at 60. So Don and Hugh, you need to come over the top. Hugh came in at 65. Don, you would be the second 65. So if you wanted, but if you want two, you'd have to come in over. So you're down for one, Don, and Hugh. How's the other? Hugh's got 70. Stephen's got 70. Don's grabbing 75 times 2. Fun, interesting little insight. If you ever noticed, so this is Scope, who is the sniper, yet she carries a samurai sword. There's a very big, so Philip and Stephen are at 80. There's a big story point about that, because if you ever think about it, why would someone who's a sniper carry a sword? Yet she does. So there is a definite interesting story there that one day we'll reveal. So we got 80 for 2, Stephen and Philip. Let's do 60 seconds now. Hugh, Don, if you want to come in, you got to come in over the top of 80. Or anyone else. Hugh's in at 90. So Stephen, Philip, or Don, or anyone. There's Stephen is in. I know the lag is killer, guys. Sorry. So 90 is the current. We got 60, well, less than 60 seconds, 55 seconds. $45 seconds. That's 90 to Hugh and Stephen. $30 seconds. And 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it looks like it goes to Hugh and Stephen for 90 each. That's a good price. All right. I got one more of these dual things, and then I've got the last CGC after this. And this last CGC is a big one. So this, you remember how I said about the we had the errors with the naughty and nice? It was the same thing on these. You notice the numbering, 1 of 30, 2 of 30, metallic ink. This was for another folio. The same printer screwed up on this. They were all three printed at the same time, but I wanted to separate these a little bit. So this was for the White Widow folio. These were for Christmas. We do a lot of stuff at Christmas. So once again, it's just the screwy nature. So these are errors. Should not exist. And we have number 1 and 2. I'll start these out at 30. If you, again, first one in gets number 1, second one in gets number 2. So these are the last of that set that we had the Christmas ones earlier. And Don jumped in first at 30 times 2. These are White Widow number 3s. Jamie Tyndall is the cover artist. It's metallic ink. So it's got that shiny, it's not metal, it's paper, but you can see it's got like the holographic look to it. And they are numbered. So we've got 30 times 2. Yet another thing that should not exist. At 35 from Stephen. Just to remind you guys, the Christmas ones went for 75 and 85. So this is the last one of that kind of set. So Steven and Sochiata. Don came in for 40. So now someone needs to match 40 for the number 2. Does anyone want to come in and match 40 for the number 2? Don's trying to turkey and get the number 1s of all 3 of these. You've got the second one for 40. Start the countdown now. So 40. We got Don and Hugh for 40. Got 30 seconds left. $15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we got both of you for 40. Okay, now this is the last one, guys, coming up. Tried to save the best for last. So hopefully it doesn't blow up in my face. Okay. This is the New York Comic Con 9.8 Greg Horn. This is the foil version. I believe we did the naughty version before. I think that went for close to 400. Okay. These suckers sold out fast. It's a 9.8 signed by Jenna, me, Jamie, and Greg Horn. Okay. I'm going to just try and cut to the chase. Well, Don cut me to the chase with 200. Okay. Let's get it started, guys. Last thing of the night, and then we're out. I appreciate everyone sticking with us. We had a bunch of stuff. Okay, guys, is everyone awake or is everyone leaving? We got 200 on this. Again, this is anything less than 250 is an outright steal for a Greg Horn signed 9.8. Just curious. Yes, this exact book is on eBay for, well, it looks like without, it's quadruple signed. Without all the signatures, okay? I'm looking right now on eBay, is at $400. This has 4 signatures and is currently at $200. Is that what you call your wife? I'm just but yeah, this is the New York Comic Con. This was by the way, this was not one of ours. This was a retailer exclusive. Okay, so we had very limited number of these. And Greg Horn is always awesome. 215 from Adam. I wish he'd have done the long signature, but he never does them for anyone else. He only does long signatures for his own stuff. Darn it. Greedy bastard. 225. 230 from Adam. Let's end this with a bang, guys. $230, $250 from Don. No worries, Stephen. I wish I could say we have extra. We don't. But I wanted to end with a nice big one. Current is 250 from Don. I'm going to start doing a countdown here. 60 seconds. This might be the steal of the night. We've had some big steals. The 9.9 going for only $375 was. Well, you know what? You can always take the CGCs because I think they're waterproof and build a shelter. 260 from Adam. $275 from Adam. It was $265, then $275 from Adam. It was good to have you. Make sure, if you haven't yet, to email, and I'll be sending you the invoice tomorrow or later tonight. I guess it technically is tomorrow. Don came in at $280. Still a great price. It's crazy. I can't believe $400 for. Some of these that I've seen. Oof, there's one for $600. Sheesh. Always amazes me. That's almost as high as the highest I've ever seen. So 280 is the current. I'm going to start a countdown here shortly. Start going into the final phases. Got 60 seconds at $280 to Dawn, which is a great price. Yeah, I honestly I love the detail work. What was funny was I've actually had a couple artists say that my stuff reminds them of early Greg Horn, and I'm like, I will take that compliment any day of the week. So he is an amazing, amazing artist. Got 15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Dawn gets it for 280. Okay, guys. That's going to wrap it up for tonight. I do want to thank all of you once again. Email White Widow comic@gmail.com if you haven't already. I'm posting that here. And once again, as a reminder, we do have the books as well that are on all the holiday issues. The Valentine's exclusives by Jenna are 20% off until the end of this month. So thank you. I appreciate you guys stopping by and being a part of this. And we look forward to seeing you guys again later. So have a good night. Thanks.